Hello everyone, today we have a 2014 GMC Savana. This is the RV G1500 SLT with all-wheel drive, and this also has a clean CARFAX. And that is running smooth as could be, so I'm going to go ahead and close this up and take you for a tour. Alright, and in this video I will take you for a test drive at the end. And these LCD screens in this vehicle may appear to flicker on the camera. They don't do that to the human eye. That's just a refresh area of the camera that makes them look like that. See, it does have a tow package. Back here, this is set for stowage right now, but this rear seat can fold down into a bed. So you do have retractable window shades. Does have polished alloy wheels. Go ahead and take a tour of the interior. You see that it is gray leather seating. Second row captain's chairs. There's your third row that folds down. So it does have surround speakers, and that is a sunroof right there. And then there is your TV. And that's working correctly. And as you come down here, you have your remote stow right there for your TV. And that has retractable window shades all the way around. Come down here, here's the VIN right here, and I will upload still photos of that, as I know I go through this fairly quickly. And there is your entertainment system for the rear. Okay, and as you come down here, you'll see it has 74,691 miles on this vehicle. Once again, that does not flicker to the human eye. Come over here, you got your lights, and then this is how you control your lights in back. And then you have your cruise control, your push to talk, your stereo controls right here. And you have an automatic, let's see, a remote start. That's very cool. And 2 key fobs. Let's go ahead and check the stereo. Okay, so that sounds good. So we're going to go ahead and turn it all the way down so that you can hear me. And here's your trailering controls, traction controls, and then you have 2 12-volt power outlets right there, cup holders, and down in here you have a lot of stowage room, but you have your wireless headphones. Here's some wired headphones. You have 3 pairs of them for your entertainment package. More cup holders right there for the folks in back. And as I mentioned, that is your system for back there. There's your disk drive right there. All right. As I mentioned, this vehicle does have a clean CARFAX. Let's go ahead and test drive it. So let's go ahead and go for our test drive. See that I just pulled this out of the building. Okay, so really in all essence, we're just making sure that everything's working for you. This will also go through a Blue Star inspection, but I wanted to show you how everything is going. And I'm gonna listen for abnormalities. I'm gonna listen for rattling and shaking. I'm gonna make sure that everything is nice and tight, that the transmission shifts well. So go ahead and listen for those things while I'm driving. Lucky for you, this is a very rough road that we're going to turn onto, and we're actually going to go over a railroad crossing as well. So it's got great power, it's doing really well. We're actually up to the speed of this road. I can hear a seatbelt rattling back there. the frame where the seat that folds down, I can hear it rattling a little bit. And go over these railroad tracks. And that's all I could hear rattling. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn in a work order to the shop and have them look at that. But other than that, everything's working great. The turn signal indicators are working, the lights are all working well. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause this and we'll take it out on the freeway and go ahead and listen when we get there. Okay, we're on the on-ramp. There's a little S turn and then we'll merge onto the freeway. And as we're climbing this hill, it's got plenty of power, it's having no problems. And I'm just listening for whistling or whirring or anything that's maybe not put together tight. But especially for a conversion van, this is running super quiet. The engine sounds good. As I mentioned, the transmission's shifting correctly. I am noticing that the alignment is off just a little bit, and I'll turn in a work order for that and get that done. I have a guy named Victor that takes care of that stuff and does a fantastic job at it. So we'll get this up on the racks and aligned, but everything's working great. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause this till I get to the off ramp. We'll go ahead and do a brake test. Okay, and there was someone behind me on that off ramp, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do a brake test right now on this on ramp. And the brakes stopped really well, they were quiet. All right, so that completes our test drive. For more inventory, visit us at tjchapmanauto.com. In the spirit of full disclosure, here is a copy of the original label for your vehicle, so you can see what it was equipped with straight out of the factory.